Welcome. Podcast day number 4. What do we have here in store today? Well, let's start talking. So, obviously we'll start talking here. And apparently my lighting is fucking horrible today. So we'll scoot closer and we'll work with what we got. So, today we're gonna start off with some topics here. We'll wait for the guys to join. Maybe they join, maybe they don't. Didn't get a chance to really talk to them much. So, let's start. We're gonna go over some things, shall we? Tonight, Canes and the Carolina Hurricanes and the Montreal Canadiens are about to play. That game starts now. We will also be going over some retirements, the Nashville versus Vegas game, some playoff stuff, some pregame, and some records. So first things first, we'll start with some records. Ladies and gentlemen, the last time we did the podcast, we said that Alex Ovechkin is going to break the goal record. He did. He broke the goal record. Yeah, he broke the goal record. And currently he's sitting at 896 goals in his career. And he's looking pretty good. So it was pretty cool. I saw the video of that, and that it was a pretty special moment for him. Let's talk some retirements. There's 4 upcoming retirements. Actually about 5. So number 1 is Marc-Andre Fleury. Right. Marc-Andre Fleury at number 1. We then have Alec Martinez, Pat Maroon, Logan Couture, and Nick Dowd. Nick Dowd, I believe, announced his retirement today, or it was a couple days ago, but Nick Dowd officially announced that he'll retire after the season. Logan Couture announced his medical retirement in the NHL after being injured. Alec Martinez and Pat Maroon both said that this season was their last. The Chicago Blackhawks are eliminated from the playoffs, so that their final home game, these last couple of games for them will turn into their final. I believe the Blackhawks season is done. As far as I'm aware, the Blackhawks season is done. I'm looking here. I believe the Blackhawks season is officially done. If I see here, the Hawks, let's see where they at. The Blackhawks season's been done for a little while. They came out 25, 46, and 11 on the season, 62 points, and had a 2-game winning streak before officially retiring. So that ended up happening for them. So Alec Martinez and them got the last game. And Pat Maroon, obviously he's a big guy. Had his last night, St. Louis. That was pretty special. I got to watch that. Nick Dowd, after 7 years in the NHL, officially announced his retirement from professional hockey. It's kind of sad to hear. Right, I've watched Nick Dowd. I haven't always liked him, but it's kind of special for him, to see him. And we're starting to see some people clinch some playoff spots. Vegas Golden Knights, my team, finally clinched the Pacific Division. They won the Pacific Division, and that that's just it's great as they'll face the Minnesota Wild in round one. Finalized, I believe, today that I saw that the Knights will face that. Knights face off against Vancouver. We'll talk about that soon, but let's get into the last game for the Vegas Golden Knights against Nashville. Last game of the season. Vegas took the season series 2-1, beating Nashville 5-3 on April 12th. I watched part of the game. Nashville came out firing off 8 minutes, 11 seconds in. Slap shot from Osterley gets past, Adin Hill. We gave up the first goal, but we responded. We responded with 3 goals, and we responded quick. Brett Howden finds his 23rd of the season. Nick Waugh will find his 14th, and Alexander Holtz will find his 4th with the Golden Knights. A very special night at the Fortress for the return of Jonathan Marchessault to Vegas for the first time. I was watching this game, and it was kind of sad. Marchessault was one of my favorite players. He finds his 20th of the season, beats Adin Hill with a wrister. Mark Del Gaizo was called up from the Admirals. He finds his 2nd with the Preds from Agland and Evangelista. So that'll put them down at 3-2. Tied it up at 3. Deflected that shot. His 2nd. Noah Hanifin comes back. He responds. Gets the go-ahead goal. They pull on Ivan Barbashev to ice it. Penalty-wise, Vegas really wasn't penalized. They had 2 penalty minutes the entire game. They were 1 for 3, 33.3% on the power play. Nashville went 0 for 1. Vegas obviously led in shots, 29-17. Vegas took 15 shots in the first period, led for most of the game in shots. They had a really good game. They blocked a lot of shots. Tied in giveaways. Something that they could probably eliminate on going here into the final few games of the season. Versus especially tonight versus Vancouver, and going forward into the playoffs as they will face the Canucks tonight, which we'll talk about here in a second. So definitely some stuff to look forward to coming into the playoffs. Mark Fleury makes a return to Vegas for a playoff series. Let's see how that goes. I think Fleury's gonna do some big things, but I also think that we're gonna see some things from Vegas too, as they've been a pretty tight team, winning the Pacific Division. We look at the standings here. Looking at the standings right now, right? Toronto clinched the Atlantic. Let's see here. What's the key saying? So yeah, they clinched the division. The President's Trophy. The President's Trophy goes to the Winnipeg Jets. They are in the Central Division, the first in the Central Division. Vegas clinched the Pacific Division, beating out LA 108 points to 105. Both teams play this week at some point. I believe actually they're playing tonight. Look here, they're probably playing tonight. The Minnesota Wild and the St. Louis Blues get the wild card, barely making the playoffs. Calgary, Vancouver, Utah, Anaheim, Seattle, Nashville, Chicago, San Jose, all eliminated in the Western Conference. Jackets, they still have a chance. I believe they need to win, and they need a loss, I believe, from Montreal, who's up here in the wild card spot, still looking for something tonight. Canes are already in the playoffs. So tonight they can either they knock off the Montreal Canadiens, and Columbus sleeps in. I believe Columbus plays tonight as well. As we'll go down through the schedule. Tonight, yeah, Canes and Canadiens is going to be on here shortly, or is on. Jets and Ducks, Wings, Devils, Stars and Predators, Golden Knights, Canucks, Oilers, and Sharks. Tomorrow is the end of the regular season, as everybody will play their final games. Flyers, Sabres, Wings, Leafs, Hurricanes, Senators, Lightning, and Rangers, Caps, Penguins, Islanders, Jackets, and Flames and Kings. The Jackets game will be one to watch, see if the Jackets can get a playoff spot, or if the Canadiens end up in a playoff spot scenario. Believe their game is starting. We'll keep an eye on that. Canadiens, they have lost their last 3. Canes lost to Toronto recently, but they beat the New York Rangers. So we'll see tonight as they're starting to call some people up. Bradley Deneau and Skylar Brindamore are up, as well as Jankowski is up. Robinson is up. Defenseman-wise, they bring up Fensore, Stillman, Morrow from the Wolves, and Kochekov and Anderson. We'll cover the AHL playoffs probably the next episode or two once those start getting going. And we'll take a look here at the playoffs. We'll see playoff format. It doesn't have the bracketing out yet, so I'm guessing brackets are going to be out shortly. With the standings tiebreak procedure, yeah. So, we'll see who ends up playoff bracketing, whatever. So that'll be something we look into tonight. Maybe when they finally post those. So let's go ahead. Let's look at some lineups. Carolina and them are starting. As this game is officially underway, we'll go ahead and we'll look at the roster report. Who starts for Carolina? So starting for scratched from the Canes lineup: Chatfield, Staw, Aho, Jarvis, Martinook, Jackson, Blake, and Jacob Slavin. Starting for them tonight, they've got Gus Despair, Walker, Robinson, Jankowski, Roslick, and in net is Fyodor Kochekov. The other side, they got Gully, Armina, Lane Hudson, his brother, finally played his first game of the Edmonton Oilers. Hyndman, Evans, and Montembeault in net. So Montembeault versus Kochekov tonight. That'll be a game that I will be looking at. As they get set here, whistle's about to blow, so we will see. Yeah, Armina. So that'll be something we'll keep an eye on tonight as well. We'll go look Canucks, Golden Knights. See what their lineups are looking like. Projected lineups tonight for the Knights: Saad, Hurdle, Dorofeyev up front, McNabb, Theodore, and Akira Schmid. Eichel, Stone, Schwint, Ronenbeer, Pietrangelo, Hannafin, Hill all scratched tonight. On the other end of it, Höglander, Suter, Garland, with Quinn Hughes, Elias Nils Pettersson. They're starting to put middle names now for the Pettersson bros. All 3 Petterssons are in Vancouver. There's 2 Elias Petterssons. There's another Pettersson. There's a lot of Petterssons in the league. Marcus Pettersson, Elias Nils Pettersson, Elias Pettersson that's out with an injury. A lot of Petterssons. I think we need to cut down on those. Any thoughts on that? Yeah. Should we maybe cut down on the amount of Petterssons that play in Cut down on the amount of